So a little bit of good climate news for once. Sydney, Australia is actually planning on joining some of the other places that have vowed to generate most, if not all, of their energy from renewable sources by some time within the future. I was going to say immediate future, but it's somewhere around 2025, 2030. Some of the other places, for example, is Copenhagen. Now, they plan to be carbon neutral by 2025. So that's also a really good thing. There are also other places throughout the Eurozone that plan to be 100% renewable by 2050. And that's a lot of places in the Eurozone that are planning to do that. So that's excellent. So we're going to go back to Sydney, Australia. And the plan for Sydney is to, like I said, go 100% renewable by the year 2030. Now, how exactly are they going to manage that? Well, they've got a plan. Now, according to the Chief Development Officer of Energy and Climate Change for Sydney, a man named Alan Jones, now he told Renewables 100% or 100 Policy Institute that the city actually intends to have first conventional renewables, that's solar and wind, generate about 30% of the city's electricity. Well, where's the 70% coming? The other 70% coming from? Well, it's coming from something called trigeneration, powered by biomass-fueled generators. Now, what is trigeneration? Well, it's actually really difficult to explain. At least it is for me. But to break it down simply, trigeneration is a process in which a plant generates electricity and then uses the waste heat it produces to provide heating and cooling. The heat is used to power absorption refrigerators to provide a cooling effect. So it's really, they're trying to use the waste heat effectively. They're trying to come back and basically not waste heat that the plant generates. It's a really good idea. Now, I'm not exactly quite sure how that works or how they do it. So I definitely suggest, if you're interested in learning the specifics of it, I will put the article in the description when I put this up online. Of course, something like this means you're going to have a massive amount of investment. But it seems like they're willing to do so, especially if it means helping protect their climate. Now, Australia's had some problems with climate change. They've seen record temperatures in the interior. I mean, they've had to invent a new... They had to, on the weather maps, they had to put a new color in to denote how hot it got in the center of Australia. So it was really bad. So I think they're, in response to that, Australia seems to be really serious about, hey, let's fight climate change. This is, of course, in contrast to American cities and states. Now, they have nowhere near the ambitious goals of Europe and Australia. Now, for example, Pennsylvania is actually looking to nearly double its renewable energy. Well, how much is that? Well, when you look at it, it's really not that much. They really don't use a lot of renewable energy in the first place. So when they say they're doubling it, yeah, that's nice, but it really doesn't do a whole lot. So they're going to basically try to get about 15% of their energy from renewables. Now, there are European countries and cities that are already doing a lot more than that already. And Pennsylvania is planning to eventually do that. Oh, fantastic. Now, right now, they have about somewhere around 8% renewables. Their goal, of course, is to get it to 15% by 2023. Now, at least we're trying. Hey, at least Americans are kind of trying, right? For example, Delaware. They want to get 25% renewables by 2026. 20%, Maryland wants 20% by 2022. New Jersey wants 20.38%, which is a really specific number, by 2021. New York wants 29% renewables by 2015. That's actually a lot more ambitious, and so definitely applauding New York for that goal. And Ohio wants 12.5% by 2024. So we're way behind when it comes to embracing renewables here in America. I mean, maybe it's because we also have a fracking boom going on, and so natural gas is super, super cheap, and we have pretty much a government that is bought and sold by oil companies, natural gas companies. So, like I said, it's kind of sad how low these goals are. I mean, even New York, still a pretty low goal, but we got to give them credit for it anyway. Now, like I had mentioned, it's because of the oil and gas companies. You know, they literally write our energy policy. The Koch brothers and oil companies, with the help of course, the American Legislative Exchange Council, otherwise known as ALEC, they create model legislation and buy congressmen to introduce it and pass it. And not only that, but we subsidize big oil to the tune of billions and billions of dollars a year. And that's pretty much why we're behind in this whole race for renewables, to try and get renewable energy. That's why we're so far behind. It's because our politics is broken. Because our politicians are so easily bought by oil and gas companies that of course don't want to see us dip into their profits. And that's another reason why we have to get money out of politics. Now that's very, very important. We get the money out of politics, and maybe, well, not just maybe, we get the money out of politics, and our politicians will actually start to care about the climate. And maybe, you know, there are lots of people that care about the climate, despite what a lot of people think. There are people that care. We just have to get the information out there. Now, we have a problem with our news media doing a false equivalency when it comes to issues of climate change. They'll bring on a climate denier, and they'll bring on a scientist, and they'll say, well, I don't know. You decide. But the facts don't back up climate deniers. So once we stop that false equivalency and get the money out of politics, we'll be in a lot better position to inform the public and to have them make the choice and elect people that will try and protect the earth. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share with your friends. If you want to see more, go to our channel at youtube.com/TYTNation. And if you really want to support the show, support this channel, go to our fundraising campaign at www.patreon.com/TYTNation. The website is in the description below. Thank you guys, and keep watching.